were plenty of standout moments at last night's ACM Awards, including a big tie for Entertainer of the Year and a local artist. Big win.
Big
win.
win.
By with Tom Mailey from KNCI Sacramento to break it down.
That's right. We bothered Tom. I thought it would be nice to check in with you a little bit to talk about the ACMs last night. Tell them about the big winner, our local winner, man.
Yeah, well, first of all, you had John Party from Dixon. He was nominated for Album of the Year for Heartache Medication, didn't win. But Devin Dawson, who graduated from Casa Roble High School in Orangevale, he's the co-writer of the single of the year, which is called God's Country.
God's Country.
Another writer named Hardy, who's also an artist, wrote the song. And the single of the year actually goes to the singer. The song of the year, which goes to the songwriter, was won by a group called Old Dominion. But at the same time, without Devin's input, the song never would have happened anyway. So it's pretty awesome.
We just talked to Devin.
That is
awesome.
amazing. Yeah, we just talked to him a few minutes ago. We woke the poor guy up. Actually, I don't think we woke him up. I think he was playing through. Quite honestly. But what a cool kid. Now, you did a podcast with him, so you got to sit down with him for an extended period of time. Tell us about this guy.
He's a super smart guy. Can I say his real name? I'm not going to say his real name. But Devin Dawson, he went to Orangevale, Casa Roble High School. He was valedictorian. He was in a metal band. He was in a death metal band all through high school and then after high school. And he just, yeah, I'm not kidding. And I mean, it's like scary death metal. It's incredible. He wasn't the singer, but he wrote the music and was the bass player. And his twin brother is the drummer, and his twin brother is also a songwriter now in Nashville. He's got a couple of hits, including one for an artist named Chris Lane right now. And they're part of a new kind of wave in Nashville that happens every so often. Young writers come in and kind of freshen things up, and he and artists like Hardy are kind of changing the landscape a little bit. And he's an amazingly talented guy, super smart. Wanted to get back to his country roots. He's got a great story. Anybody who wants to listen, it's on my podcast, Write You a Song, where I talk to different country songwriters. But he in particular is really fascinating to listen to.
By the way, I love the podcast, Write Me a Song. It is fantastic. I like breaking down where the seeds of the stories come from and stuff. It's fantastic. I love it. Okay, so was there any other moments you guys were talking about on the show today from the award show last night?
Well, obviously the tie. I don't think I know it's never happened before in either of the big country music award shows. And there are some people who are, it was carrying. You kind of felt that it was going to be Carrie Underwood's year. A lot of people have been, rallying for her for a while. Thomas Rhett getting the co-entertainer was kind of shocking, to be honest. I thought if there was going to be a tie, I didn't think there would be one, but if there was going to be one, it would have been with Eric Church, who had just a monster year and is an incredible performer. But at the same time, the way that the votes are tallied, it's all done independently. The ACMs don't see the results ahead of time. So it's top super secret. There's, I think, a little over 1,000 voters. And it sounds to me like it was a legit tie between the two. And that's never happened before with either one of the country award shows that I'm aware of.
Yeah, that was wild, man. That was wild. Okay, Tom, I got an idea. See, there's a light bulb above his head. I got an idea. Listen to Pat, Tom, and Cody tomorrow morning starting at what time on KNCI?
Thank you, Cody.
Okay.
Never mind.
5 to 10.
Hey.
5 to 10.
Quick
Thank you very
question.
much, buddy.
Quick question. Is it true KNCI is up for Country Station of the Year?
Courtney wants to know if it's true that you guys are up for Country Station of the Year. Is that true?
Yes, the CMAs. ACMs were last night. CMAs are in November, and we'll find out in October if KNCI is the large market station of the year.
All right, thank you very much, man.
All right.
That wasn't live, was it?
Let's Dabs. He's in the kitchen this